Morning everyone. I'm back in the caravan after a really manic few days, and I wanted to talk through about what happens when you lose sight of your habits and your daily routines. So as many of you know, I've developed a series of habits that really control my morning, and a lot of my well-being and my sense of fulfillment in terms of the work I'm doing has come from that morning routine. It's become really important to me, and I have it listed out, and I basically do the same thing in the same order every morning, and it kind of grounds my day and allows me to build on the day and from those things. Now, when I break a habit, I find it very, very difficult. I go through a lot of recriminations or self-recrimination. I'm very unhappy, and it's very hard for me to get back into doing it again. And that's quite difficult with the lifestyle I lead, because we do shows, as you know, up and down the country. So at the moment, we're at the Ideal Home Show on Olympia. And we've had a really, really busy few days. We were slightly busier than we expected to be on the stall. And online, it has been unbelievably busy. Today's Saturday morning. Yesterday, we had the busiest day we have ever had online. And by some margin, it was twice as busy as our previous busy day. So thank you for everyone who shopped. It was really exciting for us. So Andy was there half the night wrapping orders, and one of the effects of it was we were slightly short of stock in the business. So I went back to Cheshire yesterday and made candles yesterday afternoon and did some labelling and so on, just to make sure that there was enough stock in the business ready to be dispatched. And that came on the back of a couple of other days this week. I've been away walking with my father, and in the middle of the week, and so it meant that I'd actually had 3 days in a row where I hadn't done my normal morning routine, and that was the first time in a long time, probably almost the first time this year that's happened. And it was a really difficult situation for me, because I could feel the change in me from not just doing those things in the morning that I've been used to doing, that having that me time. And I think I'm sure you've found this in your own situations, whereby you have set a plan, you've got your goals and targets, and you've got into a habit and a nice routine where you're working towards them, and then for some reason a disruption happens, and that pattern, that really good sequence of habits, is broken. And that was the situation I found myself in, and it's hard to get started again. It's really difficult. You've just broken, it's almost like your mojo's gone. You've broken the rhythm and the routine, because when you're in a habit and it's a routine, it's relatively easy to keep doing it. But starting again is almost like beginning again. You know, it's difficult, and it felt a real effort. And the easy thing yesterday for me would have been to stay in Cheshire, because, you know, I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I finished at the unit last night at about 7:30, I suppose, which is not far short. I mean, I normally go to bed at 8 o'clock, so it was basically bedtime, and that would have been the easy thing to do. But I decided that it would be better to drive back to London, even though I'd get more tired, because I knew that if I woke up in the caravan, then in the morning I would be back into I was more likely to start my routine, to get back into my routine again. So that's what I did. I drove back last night. I got back late. But what happened when I woke up this morning was that I was in my normal environment. I got up and did the things in the same order that I would normally do, and I was back in my routine again. And I was back feeling comfortable with moving towards the goals that I had. And I think that's the lesson here, that you have to make life easy for yourself. So it's hard enough working towards your goals and dreams, having something that you're committed to and striving for it, that you have to make the way that you do that work for you to be more likely to make success easier. So if I'd stayed in Cheshire last night, I would not have done my normal routine. I'd have got up. I may well have got up late. I certainly wouldn't have done the normal blogging and work that I would do online, and then I would have driven back, and I would have had a 4th day in a row without my normal routine. And 4 days it's harder to then restart it. So if your routine gets disrupted for whatever reason, I think what you need to do is to create some kind of reset button. So for me, that is getting back into the caravan and waking up early and going through my normal routine. So I was really conscious last night to press a reset button, so to drive back last night and get back into my normal routine. So that's what I think you need to look for as well. So if you find you've broken a habit, press an imaginary reset button, so that you wake up the next morning and you start afresh and you start the new routine again, or back to the old routine that you know has worked for you. So the lesson here is a reset button. Just press the button and get back to it. I hope that helps. Hope it gives you some ideas. I mean, it's not easy. I know it's not easy, and I struggle with it every single day to keep working in a consistent way towards your dreams and goals. That's what separates us, I think, from let me start again. It's not easy to achieve your dreams and goals, but the way that you will do it is to work consistently day after day towards them. And so come up with a routine or develop routines that are doing that. And if for any reason you break them, have a manual reset button. So you press that button and the next day you're going to start again, going back with it. And don't blame yourself. Don't have any recriminations about it. Just press the reset button and start again the next day. Hope that helps. Keep working, keep striving towards your dreams and goals. They are closer than you think, and they're right there. Just keep looking in the mirror and saying to yourself, it's possible, I can do this. Thanks for listening. I'm Luke from Valentte. Enjoy your day.